My name is Zach, and this is the Sawyer Station Eddy Out. Once again, we take an Eddy Out every week just to try and dig into a few of our products, some of the aspects of our ordering process, and just where we are in the current situation. We are heading into the 4th of July weekend. Hopefully everybody has plans to get out on the river, and hopefully you have all the gear you need to get out on the river and make it happen. If you don't, and you're in the Southern Oregon area, please swing into the station and we'll help you out. A couple things we're going to dig in today is basically some of the oar sizing and what fits with what. And a lot of times folks are putting their entire package together online and sending the order in, and we're not actually at a point where we can call people and discuss their package with them, and that's the beauty of the internet, right? So obviously it makes it easy, makes it convenient. People can place their order in at 11 o'clock at night when nobody's around, and orders in, orders done, and we're getting them processed as soon as we can. If you do have any questions, definitely take advantage of our instant messenger on our website. Many of you have used it. We definitely encourage you to take advantage of that. Monday through Friday, normal business hours, 8 to 5. There's always somebody there, and we can get an answer to your question right away. So take advantage of that, definitely, with any of your details. With the stocking issue, still, if it's not on quick ship, it's not available to ship in the store. If you're in the store, if you're in Southern Oregon, you're in the store, we do have quite a bit of product here. But as far as everything on our SKU list, you can't just say, hey, I'll take any 9-footer that's available at the station, because we only have a few that maybe fit the exact bill as far as no counterbalance, composite, wood, square tops, different profiles. So we're still struggling with that. So if you need something right away, you really need to kind of come in person. And there are a lot of different options that we can get you set up with. Now, as far as a couple things we're really going to dig into is there's actually a lot of smaller boats out on the market, and folks are ordering smaller oars, and there's definitely a whole different set of components that work with those smaller oars. We're going to talk a little bit about oar locks, and we're going to talk a little bit about Oar Rights. Now, first of all, when you're ordering up Oar Rights, they do come in a small and a large, okay? First thing that is very important to know is that the small only fits an SST or a utility oar. The large fits all 1 5/8 and 1 3/4 shafts. So the large is what most people need when they're ordering a full whitewater oar. And so one of the things is, if you do order a small Oar Right and a polecat or an MX, we're probably going to upgrade you to a large that will fit if we can't get a hold of you. And we're figuring that that is just a mistake, that you didn't mean to order that. So this small Oar Right only fits a few items. Also, the convertible Oar Right, which basically disengages, you can flip it all the way over to there when you're rowing, and then you can flip it down to engage it in on the oar itself. The convertible Oar Right only comes as a large. At this point, there is not a convertible Oar Right that goes with the SST or the smaller size. So convertible Oar Rights only go on a large. All right, so a couple things to clear up there. Now, when you're ordering a smaller oar, if you have a boat that's a 10-foot or an 8-foot boat, depends on what your application is. If you're rigging up, say, a Mini Max high side or a little Cub from air or a 12-foot trib or a 9-foot trib, and you're going to be running whitewater with it, you want to get a frame that is small enough to fit it, and you want to get oars that are designed to run whitewater. So those specific boats, we do not recommend the SST oar. That is what a lot of people put on the small boats. What we do recommend is running a standard whitewater frame, run a 1/2-inch A-lock or a 3/4 or a 5/8 A-lock or Cobra with a polecat. And with those, you can actually run like run a stub blade, so you get a nice swing weight. But if you're rigging the boat up for whitewater, you really want to kind of think about the components that you're running. A lot of these small boats are rigged up as fishing boats, and if you're rigging up a fishing boat, then we recommend getting an SST oar. The SST oar is just like our MX, but it's a smaller diameter, comes with a straight blade, and it also comes with a shoal cut blade. You can get it as a 2-piece or a 1-piece, and you can get an add-on of a rope wrap and a stop, or you can put an oar right on it. You can put a sleeve on it. We get people that order them just completely blank. There's a wide variety of how people set these up on their boats. So the SST oar is ideal for, say, the little Clearwater boat that we have sitting right back here behind us. A little outcast, little fishing cat boat. That's what this oar is designed for. Some of the smaller boats, like the Flycraft, Smith Fly, the Hooligan, all of those that are set up for fishing, as long as you have the small oar lock, then the SST oar is perfect for that. If you are actually wanting to run quite a bit of whitewater with your small boat, then we actually recommend that you go up into a utility oar. You can get the Smoker utility or the Sawyer utility. The difference is laminated Douglas fir or a solid ash. Now, if you are getting a utility oar that comes anywhere from a 5.5 feet to 8 feet, 8.5 feet, if you're getting a utility oar, there's a couple adjustments that you want to do. You do want to add in a rope wrap and stop if you're going to put it on an oar lock. And then you also, we would encourage you to actually upgrade to doing a pro tip as well. The pro tip is really going to protect that blade and really help it for you if you're going to push it into that whitewater application. So upgrade to a pro tip, upgrade to a rope wrap and stop, and then answering the questions as far as what will fit with the oar locks. So mini Cobras, prime oar lock for all your SSTs, work perfectly great on an SST with a rope wrap. Okay, great setup. Now, if you now have chose to go down to the wooden oar, utility oar for a whitewater setup, you don't necessarily want to go with the mini Cobra. Okay, the mini Cobra is going to be a little small. It's not going to fit on the blade right there. If you tune it out, you're going to have to widen it out quite a bit. So if you're going to go with the wood oar, got that small boat, you've got that 1/2-inch socket. Get an A-lock with a 1/2-inch socket. It's going to slide right on there. It's going to slide down on the rope wrap. You're going to get a nice receiver in the oar lock, and then it's not going to actually even fall off. All right, that's going to be a perfect fit. If you need to tune that A-lock, you can tune it in to where it's a little bit tighter. But the main thing is you don't want to make it too tight where you can't get it in on the blade. All right? So just a couple things. If you're ordering up smaller packages, smaller boats, make sure that your sockets are matching the oar lock that you're ordering. If you order up an A-lock, you have a 1/2-inch socket, you need to select the 1/2-inch A-lock, not the 5/8 A-lock. Very common mistake by many folks. So make sure you're ordering the right size shank for your small oar locks. And also, as a reminder to all, our oars, our oar locks, most all Sawyer products are sold as singles. We sell them as one, so people can order 3, they can order a set, they can order a single one as a spare. So if you're ordering a pair, you got to order 2. All right. This has been Sawyer Station, Eddy Out. Hope everybody gets out on the water for this holiday. Have a great 4th of July, and we will see you on the river.